Hello everyone, myself Pooja Sharma. This is class 10th Political Science lesson 6 Political Parties. In this video we will discuss frequently asked question of this chapter. So let's start. First question is, what is a political party? State its components. So political parties is a group of people who come together to contest election and hold power in the government. Um, they agree on some policies and programs for the society with a view to promote the uh, collective good since there can be different views on what is good for all. Parties try to pursue people why their policies are better than other. They seek to implement these policies by winning popular support through elections. Thus party reflect fundamental political division in society. It has three components, that is the leader, the active members, and the followers. So this is the components of political party. Now second question is, what are the functions of political parties in a democracy? So modern democracies can't exist without political parties. They play significant role in democracy, and their functions are like, in the most democracies, elections are fought mainly among the candidates put up by political parties put forward different policies and programs, and the voters choose from them. In a democracy, a large number of similar opinions to be grouped together to provide a direction in which policies can be formulated by the government. This is what the political parties do. Political parties play a important role in making law for a country. Parties form and run the government. Parties recruit leaders, train them, and then making them ministers to run the government in the way they want. Losing party play the role of opposition to the parties in power by voicing different views and criticizing government for its failure or wrong policies which is done by them. Party shapes public opinion also. They raise and highlight issues of the common people. Many of the pressure groups are the extensions of political parties. Parties sometimes also launch movements for the resolution of problems faced by people. So, next third question is, explain the challenges to the working of political party. So there are many challenges which is faced by the political parties. That is first, challenge lack of internal democracy. All over the world there is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of powers in one or few leaders at the top of the party. And second thing, party do not keep membership register, do not hold organization meeting, and do not conduct internal elections regularly. Second thing is dynastic succession. Most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedure for their functioning. The senior member of the parties are in a position of unfair advantage to favor people close to them or even their family members. Third thing, that is use of money and muscle power. Parties use money and muscle power, especially during election time. They tend to use shortcuts to win elections. Rich people and companies who give funds to the parties tend to have influence on the policies and decision of the party. Absence of meaningful full choice. Very often parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choices to the voters. In our country, the difference among all the parties on the economic policies have reduced. Those who really like different policies have no option available to them to get in political party. So these are the challenges which is faced by political parties. Now fourth question is, differentiate between ruling party and opposition party. So ruling party is it is form and run the government, but opposition party is voice those voice which are different from the party which enjoys the power. Ruling party plays a important role in making law for the country, but opposition party criticize the government for its wrong policies and programs and their implementation procedures. And ruling party puts forward different policies and programs, but opposition party criticize the government for its failure. So these are the differentiation of ruling party and opposition party. Fifth question is, describe various way of classification of the political system and the political parties. So in democratic countries uh, world over, there exists a number of party system. The major party systems include monoparty, biparty system and multi-party system. So way for classifying party system, the party system can be classified on the basis that how many parties are allowed to form, control and run the government. On the basis the party system, it classified into three categories. First is monoparty system. In this party, only one party is allowed to control and run the government, like China. In that peoples are not have a option of the another party. Second is bi-party system, that is also called dual party system. In the system, however, there may exist several parties, but power is generate change between only two major parties. Like example of USA, UK. Third is multi-party system. In this system, several parties comes together uh, and change. Several parties may exist, contest election and win a few seats in the legislature. So like example of India. Second way of the classification of political party is on the basis of presence, that is national party and state party. So national party, these parties operate their functions worldwide. They have their unite units in various states, but by and large all these unite follow the same policies, programs and strategy that is decided at the level national level. Second is state party. These parties do not operate their functions nationwide. They keep their activities to a region or few states only. uh, if we classify the political parties on the basis of proportion of votes and seats, that is divided also in a two part, national party and state party. A party that secure at least 6% of the total votes in the Lok Sabha election or assembly election in four states and win at least four seats in Lok Sabha is recognized as national party. And state party, a party that secure at least 6% of total votes in an election to the legislative assembly of a state and wins at least two seat in is recognized as a state party. So this is the classification of political system or political party. Now, sixth question is explain national political parties in India in a chronological order. So, in that we will discuss all six national parties, with national political parties which is in our country. So, in that first is Indian National Congress, that means INC, popularly known as the Congress Party and one of the oldest party of the world, founded in 1885. Okay, so this is INC. Second is Communist Party of India, CPI. It was formed in 1925. The party believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism, and democracy. This is against the force of successionism and communalism. Third is Communist Party of India, Marxist, CPIM. It was founded in 1964. The party believes in Marxism, Leninism. It supports socialism, secularism, and democracy, and opposes imperialism and communalism. Fourth is Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP. It was founded in 1980 by reviving the erstwhile Bharatiya Jana Singh. It wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values. Cultural nationalism or Hindutva is an important element, and its a conception of Indian nationhood and politics. Fifth is Bahujan Samaj Party, that is BSP. It was formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kasiram. It seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj, which includes the Dalits, Adivasis, OBCs, and religious minorities. And the sixth is All India Trinamool Congress, that is AITC. It was launched in 1998 and recognized as a national party in 2016. In the general election held in 2014, it won 34 seats in the Lok Sabha. Seventh is Nationalist Congress Party, NCP. It was formed in 1999 following a split in the Congress Party. It spouse democracy, Gandhian secularism, equality, social justice, and federalism. So these are the national parties in chronological order. Now our last question of this chapter, that is suggest some reform to strengthen parties so that they perform their functions well. Um, so um, some reforms is to prevent defection. Mm, the law has made so that if any MLA, MP changes their party, they will lose their seat in the legislature. So that is defection. It has been made mandatory by the Supreme Court that every candidate who is contesting an election has to file an affidavit giving details of their property and criminal cases pending against their them. The election commission passed on an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax return. A law should be made to regulate the internal affair of political parties, like constitution, maintaining a register of its members, holding internal elections, etc. It should be made mandatory for the parties to give one third of their party tickets to women candidate in each party. And there should be a quota for women in the decision making bodies of the party, and there should be state founding a um, state funding of elections. The government should give parties money to support their election expenses. So these reforms should be followed to strengthen the parties. So this chapter important question is completed. I hope all the questions are clear to you. Thank you everyone.